Hey, welcome back. We're on to workout number 3 today. We've got a little more of what we've been doing and some new exercises for you. We're still on our 20 rep range, so still building that muscular endurance, so hang in there. And yeah, just have a good time. Have fun with it. I know I will. All right, y'all. Danny's here. Danny's back. We back. Well, we got some more today. We're gonna get into, we're gonna do our workout. I don't know. I don't even know what to say now. I'm just so excited. I don't even know what to, like the words they're not even working. Thank you. Okay, let's go ahead. We've got our 5-minute dynamic warm-up. I've got some fun exercises for you today. It's gonna be a good challenge. Like I said before, some new stuff, more of the same, building on our fundamental skills. Let's start off with our body weight squats to get warmed up, and we will move from there. Okay, drop it like it's hot. Let's roll. Aye. Once again, if you have a playlist, go ahead and rock some music out. We decided to keep the music out of this so you can have your own. I do have some playlists on Spotify. If you haven't, you should know that though, right? We do have some playlists on Spotify for you to get in the mood. Or you can just listen to us breathe. There's that too, you know? Yeah, listen, yeah, the sound of struggle. Let's go 3 more. And then let's take it down and pry it open. Oh, down into a squat, prying that thing open. Oh, wiggling around in the ankles, getting those ankles moving. Oh yeah, oh yeah, we love it. We love it. Oh, let's bring it back up. From here, we're gonna take the feet out nice and wide, and I'm gonna sink your left hip. Ooh. Down and across. Let's take it back up. Ooh. Go the other way. If you're a little bit more flexible, you can do like Danny and get nice and low. My hips are nice, just pretty tight. So I'm gonna keep it, nice and high up here. Now as we go out, let's take that arm up in the air. So as I go out to the right, I'm gonna bring my right arm up in the air. Drop it out to the left. Let's go one more each side, yeah? Good, and then let's get into our lunge. We're gonna drop it into a lunge, sweeping the arms up. This is our drop lunge that we went over last time. We're just warming up with this. I think it's next week. We're gonna get into some forward lunges. There's some different lunges you can do. This is our drop lunge. There's also a forward lunge you can do. But we're starting out here. Hands together. I cannot balance. Bend it towards your front knee. Oh, and then switch sides. Some days the balance just gets a little bit. It happens when yeah. A dancer told me that. They were like, wherever you turn your head, your body goes. So we try to keep the head straight on because as I'm trying to look at the camera and look at Danny, I'm like tipping over here. Let's go one more each side. When I keep eyes front, that does make it easier. Sound good? Okay, let's come down to our butts. We're gonna start off with the hands back behind us. Roll your shoulders back, sit up nice and tall. Take a big breath in as you exhale. Just keeping it right here, opening up through those shoulders. Opening up to the hips. Let's do one more. From here, let's lift one hand. Bridge up, then switch hands. If you can't do the single hand, keep going with 2. Now on our next one, we're gonna bridge and then reach across your body. There you go. Bring it down, other side. Reach. Other side, we're gonna go one more each side, then we'll get into our last little warm up. Okay, let's spin it around. So from here, I'm gonna take my right hand and left leg. We're gonna reach out and then pull them together, rounding your back, bringing the elbow and knee together, and then take it out again. Pull it back in again. As I extend, I'm not arching my lower back, just reaching out and back in. Good, let's switch sides. Other side. Out and in. Out and in. Let's go 2 more. Squeeze. And squeeze. Great. So like I said, we're going to go with 20 repetitions again. We're going to start off with a squat pedal today. So we're going to take the last 2 skills that we learned from day 1 and 2, our squat and our lunge, and we're going to put them together. Okay? So we're going to start off in our squat stance, our athletic stance. Feet are shoulder width apart. You can either go barehanded or hold a weight. We're going to start off shifting our weight to one side, dropping into a lunge. You're going to stand, come back and set your feet, and squat. That's 1. We're going to shift our weight to the other side. Lunge and squat. That's 2. Okay? Full speed, that's going to look like this. Lunge, squat. Lunge, squat. We call this one a squat pedal. Okay?
You gotta count the first few with me, because these always trip me up.
For sure. For sure. We will count these. So you can either hold 1 weight. If you'd like, you can hold 2. So we're going to start off with the lunge, shifting your weight to your right, our left. Okay? Ready? Set. Let's go. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Another option. I can go front rack. Oh, that makes it so much harder. 6. So again, keep going, keep going, keep going. You're working on staying tight here. Now, you can see Danny, her chest stays over her feet. So as she goes into the squat, she's right over her feet. Her lunge, again, she's not rocking back here. She's keeping all of her weight right over the front of her body. Exactly, exactly. As she's coming up, she's still maintaining that nice external rotation, that torque at the hip. Watch the video on torque if you haven't yet, okay? Torque and bracing. But she's keeping the knees driven out. Same thing with her lunge. She's not letting this collapse in. Keeping that knee straight there. Beautiful. Should be about as your 20. Let's move on to exercise number 2. My favorites, your favorites, your favorites, more push-ups. We're going to make you strong at push-ups, okay? So let's go up. You can start modified. You can start in your basic push-up position from the toes, however you want to do. You can use a bench. This is our 3rd one we filmed today, so Danny's like, dude, really? More push-ups? Yes. Okay, we're going to get down into our push-up position. Nice solid plank. Ready? Let's drop it in. I'll do a set of push-ups with you. How about that?
Okay.
Okay. And 3, 4, 5, 6. So again, do as many as you can with the hardest one. So from the toes, if you need to, go to that lowering, that eccentric push-up that Danny's doing. If those even get too tough, you can go to the knee push-ups or a bowing push-up. As I get tired, I'm going to squeeze my butt harder, squeeze my legs harder, keep my body as firm as possible. Up. This is 20. Oh, beautiful. We're all grateful for your counting. Because I'm talking, I'm definitely not counting. So we're all grateful for your counting, Danny. Okay, next up, these are going to be spicy. You may want to grab, we brought some cans of soup because these get very tough. It's another single joint movement like our lateral raise that we did last time. This one is called a shoulder scaption, or layman's terms, a snow angel. So we're going to set up just right here. I'm going to think about pressing the tops of my hands back behind me. What that's going to do is engage my back muscles and the backs of my shoulders. From there, I'm gonna sweep up and pull back down, okay? We've got 20 of these. These are gonna get very difficult real quick. I'm using 5s, okay? Danny's got some 2.5s. If you need to, go empty-handed to finish these. Start off with some weights and they get too heavy, drop the weights, continue the motion without any weights, okay? Or grab a couple cans of soup, great? Get your body nice and firm, butt squeeze, shoulders back, abs tight, press the hands back. Let's go. Sweep them up, pull them down. Quick up, slow on the way down. Hup. Hup. Just like with our overhead presses, resist the urge to flare the ribs out, okay? Stay tight. Hi. Just make some nice, pretty snow angels. Another modification for this one, if you get too tired to lift them, curl them, press them, then drift them on the way back down. Nice and pull on the way down, okay? So that's another option. You can curl them, press them. As you've noticed, you're a lot stronger in this pressing shape than you are in this lifting or sweeping shape. Danny's on 15, we've got 5 to go. If you're keeping up with Danny, she's our pacer. You should have about 3 more to go. How those shoulders feeling, Danny? Oh, they're spicy. I love it. 20. Good. Rest it. We're going to set those down. I'm going to take a break and do some abs. So, kind of a break. We're going to work the shoulders a little bit more. We're going into a single arm plank. Now, if you're still in the beginner phase, keep working. This is our level 1 plank. Level 2 is from here. Level 3 is that shoulder tap that we did earlier this week. And then if you can here, 15 seconds on one side, 15 seconds on the other, just holding one arm, okay? Alrighty, we've got 30 seconds, 15 per side. Get in your plank, lift the arm now. And we're just holding right here for 15 seconds. Your body's gonna wanna open up. Remember, shoulders both facing the floor, hips both facing the floor if you had headlights on your hips. In 2, 1, switch. Holding, squeezing, holding, squeezing, trying not to let the body open up. Stay square to the floor for 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. That upper body strength. We're pushing, we're lifting, we're holding, we're building that upper body strength. It's great. Let's get back to some lower body strength, yeah?
Let's do it.
Okay, we're going back to our squat pedal. Choose your weight, choose your fate. Let's go ahead and get going. I'm gonna go with the single this time. The double was a little too spicy for me. So, we're gonna start off with the lunge again. Ready? We're gonna step back, set, let's go. In your lunge, squat, that's 1. Other leg, squat, that's 2. 3, 3, 4, 4. Remember, drive the knees out. 5. If you need to, keep going, Danny. Slow this down. We're still in week 1. You may be in week 2. So we're doing these workouts 2 weeks before we move on, just to give you enough practice. But you can slow these down. If we're ever outpacing you and you're like, dude, I can't keep up, man, feel free to pause it. Pause it, finish your set, and then press play again. Like I've said before, we have all different fitness levels here. Some of you are more advanced, just getting a refresh on your fundamentals. Some of you are just getting the fundamentals. You're like, well, I don't know what I'm doing, bro. I'm learning to lift weights 101. 20. Terrific. I'll get the heart rate up real fast and in a hurry. Next up, we're going back to push-ups. Oh, so excited for these. Let's do some more push-ups. Let's do some more push-ups. Oh, they're beautiful. Beautiful. Love them. Okay. In your push-up position. Again, if you have anything with the wrist, make them neutral. Ready? Set. Let's go. If you notice that your head is dropping down, I get clients that do this. Try just looking up just a little bit, keeping your head in position rather than doing that. I think people try to get their nose to the mat before the rest of their bodies. So keep your eyes up just a little bit. I have no idea how many we're at, Danny. How many are we at, Danny? 13. Good, keep them rolling. 4 more. Ooh, 3 more. 2 more. Oh, last one. Oh! Hallelujah. That's good. Can you lift your arms? No? Well, you better get to it. We're going to do some snow angels again. Okay. Grab your light weights. Grab your soup cans. Danny's going with soup cans. Damn straight. Okay. Get set. Build your foundation. Feet are locked in. Legs are locked in. Glutes. Get your shoulder blades engaged. Rib cage down. Let's lift them. Up. Pull them down. Up. Use this as an opportunity for a standing plank. Using your body to stay nice and tight. Not letting the knees bend. Not letting the hips tilt forward. Not letting your rib cage flare. Stay in this plank position, right? See, Justin's over here filming. He's standing in a plank position. He's got his camera right here, nice and tight, right? Isn't that right, Justin? Locked in, baby. Ooh, I'm trying to keep talking, but oh goodness, we got 5 to go. Whew. That's how I know you're getting a good workout, because damn. We were talking before we were shooting. I was like, I'm kind of concerned this workout may not be tough enough. But oh, if you use oh my goodness. This is spicy soup. If you use the appropriate weight, this will be tough enough. Let's go ahead and finish this first cycle. Single arm planks. We're coming down. We're going in 5. Ready? Get set. Let's go. If you want more work, go to the elbow. It's a little tougher from the elbows. Don't know why. It just is. Whew. 4, 3, 2, 1. As you can see, I'm shaking. If you want, you can put it behind your back, keep you from cheating. Oh my goodness. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Grab a drink. We're going to reset 4 new exercises. We're going to do it again. Cool? Okay. Single leg glute bridges. We're hinging. This is our hinge motion. We're dialing this motion in. On week 3, we're going to get into deadlifts. This is going to set the foundation for the deadlift. You guys know this one. Let's go ahead and get it going. You can catch your breath while doing these. Keep your knee pulled in. Plant your foot. Ready? Set. 15. Let's go. Squeezing them up. Boom. Getting that hold at the top. Remember, as soon as your hip hits the floor, squeeze up again. Getting that nice. Now again, we're working the posterior chain, working those hamstrings, working those glutes. Everyone loves the glutes. Gluteus maximus is what 15, switch legs. That's what we're shortening. When we say glutes, but you know, I like to say gluteus booteus. You know, bake them cakes. You know, working on the thickness. Hey, I love the trend now that everyone's trying to be thick. Because in order to get thick, you have to lift weights. And in order to lift weights and get the thickness, you got to eat relatively well. So
15.
rest it. That trend of the thickness is driven by fitness. All right, just lifting weights. We're going to tweak our shoulder press a little bit. We're going to work on a kneeling shoulder press. So we're going to go back to that single arm press that we introduced last week. But we're going to go from a kneeling position, and I like this position because I can engage my glute and pull my ribs down, and I'm in a plank on this side, okay? So that's what we want to focus on here, is squeezing your butt, pulling your ribs down. From there, we're just going to press, okay? That is way too heavy after those snow angels. So I'm going to go with this one. Right knee's planted. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Squeeze your abs. Right arm's here. Ready? Let's go for 20. Pulling it back in. Pull down. Think about your shoulder blade and your elbow pulling into the floor. Connecting your knee to your elbow, elbow to knee. Keep your butt squeezed. Are you tight? Squeeze your butt. She's squeezed. That's going to help to stabilize your pelvis. A lot of times, especially when we go overhead, dropping down, how many you got?
12.
That's 12, good. When our pelvis isn't stable, we'll often kind of tip forward here, pinching up the lower back and not really being able to generate enough power or as much power as if we have a nice stable base.
20.
So 20, switch sides, other way. So we try to keep the glutes squeezed. It's more work as well. Let's go other side. Abs tight, butt squeezed. It's more work as well, but it's also helping to stabilize our pelvis and keep our pelvis in place. If you think about your pelvis like a bucket of water, oftentimes when we're not engaged at the abs and we're not engaged at the glutes, that bucket of water will start to pour out the front, okay? That's what makes your low back hurt. We want to keep that bucket of water at neutral, or keep your pelvis at neutral, by squeezing your butt and actually thinking about your abs as suspenders, hiking the front of your pelvis up. Now, if you notice, Danny, she started with the harder one, and she's like, bro, I only got 12 of those. Perfect. Work as hard as you can with the heavier one. Drop down as you need to. You know? I love it. Bye.
19.
One more. Awesome. Let's go to our single arm row. Cool? So we're going to come back to a standing position. And we're right back here, just like day one. Bent row, okay? You might want to go with the same weight. Maybe increase it, but if you're still on week one, maybe stay at the same weight. Week two, maybe kick it up a little bit, yeah? Okay. We're down in position. Pulling long through the top of your head, staying tall through the spine. Let's go ahead and row them. Getting that squeeze at the top. 5 down. Squeeze. You notice we're kind of pausing at the top. Little squeeze. Really making sure that lat is getting engaged. What's that, 9?
11.
That's 11. Great. Your lats are latissimus dorsi, the biggest muscles above the waist. Really help to pull that shoulder blade back and in. That's what we're targeting here while she's pulling. And that's why we're getting that little squeeze at the top. Really hoping to
20.
get that fired up. Good. Finish up your set. Let's go 20 on the other side. Remember, do your best to count your reps. If you're going at a different pace than Danny, you're going to be a little bit off. So do your best to count your own reps. Now, I catch myself all the time in these rows with the disengaged abdominals. So I end up with my lower back. See this nice swoop in my lower back? That looks like this in the front. I want to keep that nice and tight to keep my back flat so I'm not going into this arch. And the reason I just caught myself doing that a second ago, so I figured I'd call myself out to help y'all out. Squeezing back, 20 of them, good. Our last one is a hollow body hold. Now this is, I've been talking about hollowing out, scooping in. This is where we're gonna put that into play. Now, we did the dead bug where we got to here, right? We already introduced that. The hollow body hold, ooh, is all the legs and arms out, and I'm hollowed out. And fun fact, this hollow position looks exactly like this hollow position, right? So this is just like our plank. Now, in saying that, this is very difficult. So I recommend level 1, you're just thinking about lifting your tailbone and lifting your shoulders. Level 2, the arms go overhead. Level 3, take the legs up. Taking one leg out is going to be tougher. If you can, both legs out. Okay? Okay? Let's do it. We're going 30 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's take it up. We're going 30 seconds here. Little short breaths will help. Again, you can go just arms overhead. You can go one leg out. You can go both legs out. The higher it is, the less pull on the abs there'll be. Lower it is, the tougher it is. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. I think that was 30 seconds. Kind of lost track. That's all right. We're going to do it again. It was close enough. We're going to do it again with our next set. Okay? So we're going to go back to the single leg glute bridge because we're already here, right? So we're going to start off here. Going in 3, 2, 1. Take it up. Squeeze them cheeks. Oh, squeeze them. 4. Get that nice. Squeeze your butt so someone else will want to. Hey, okay. Get them nice and firm. So you may have noticed, if you're used to just doing these, you may have noticed when we pull this knee in, this kind of forces you to engage the hamstring and glute a lot more than if you're arching here. 15, switch sides. Take it up. You're like, dude, I'm not moving that much. Well, you don't need to. When we're doing the exercise correct, all we're working to do here is engage the muscles. So some people are like, dude, no, I want to move big. We don't need to move big. What are we here to do? We're here to train our muscles. So when we get in the right position, it may shorten your movement, but it may increase the muscle stimulation. Oh, that's 15. Ooh, those are getting tight. We're taking it back up. We're going back up to the single arm press from the kneeling position. Okay? So let's get here. Hollow body hold. What are we doing? Ooh. No, we're not doing that. Sorry. We're hollowing out here, right? Then we're bringing the hand up. Let's press them. We got 20 reps here. Staying tight. 5. Pulling down. What's that, 10? Yeah. Halfway. It should start warming up right about now. Yep, there it is. 14. 15. Give me these last 5. 4. Pulling down. 3. 2. 1. Oh, yes. That is delicious. Delicious. Okay. Other side. Lock your glutes, lock your abs. Pull tall to the top of your head. Let's roll. Something I like to do as well, keeping the tension through the upper body, is I'll squeeze this arm, creating some tension, helping me pull back and in. Again, my body is in a plank or a hollow body hold, so I'm very engaged through the midline. I keep saying that because I really want to bang that in and really make that an important factor to you, is maintaining that stable core. 12 down? That was 15? Oh shit. If you haven't noticed, I'm the talker, she's the counter. She's keeping me in line, keeping us on track. 1 more. Oh, decent. Let's get into our row, okay? Back up, bent, row. I'm gonna do the other option with my feet today. She's gonna go into the lunge just as normal. I'm gonna go into the hinge. 1, 2, 3, keep rolling. Now I chose the hinge because this gets a little bit dicey. Now this is a bit more advanced because this weight is really trying to pull me over. So I'm really having to stabilize with my core to keep my body from, I call it from some anti-rotation, to keep my body from rotating because this weight wants to rotate me. And why do that? Well, like when you're carrying groceries. You got groceries in one hand and maybe the keys in the other and your body's like, ugh. But when you practice anti-rotation, you can stay tall, stay in line. 20, switch sides. Let's get them. 5 down, perfect. Squeeze that shoulder, pull your back in together. Shoulder blades coming back in together. 10 down. Oh, 12 down, excuse me. 15, there we go, we're in line. 16, 17, 3 more. Oh, delightful. Oh, just hollow holds and we're all done. Yeah? Let's go ahead and get into them. Alrighty, last one of the day. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So here, I'm pressing my heels out, squeezing my quads. Low back is pressed into the floor. Oh, lifting the shoulders, and I'm reaching up overhead. Again, if you need to modify, bring things closer to the body, but to make them harder, we take them all the way out. We're going for, let's go for 8 more seconds. I think I went a little short on the last one, so we'll go a little bit long on this one. For 3, 2, 1. Delightful. Okay. Let's cool it down. So I'm going to pull my left knee into the chest. Let's take some big breaths in and out here. Let's go ahead and take that knee across your body. Let's keep both shoulders on the floor just as yet. So I'm going to take my right arm out to the side as my right leg comes across the body. Breathing deeply. We're switching nervous systems, going from our fight or flight nervous system into our restore and recover nervous system. Good, let's bring it back in. Hug both knees and then switch legs. In our fight or flight nervous system, our body produces a lot of adrenaline, a lot of cortisol, a lot of stress hormones. They're good because it helps us perform. But when we're not performing, fighting or flying, we need to get into recovery mode. Allow our body to wind down and use its energy to recover. Let's take that leg across the body and start to rebuild tissue. If we're always in that stress mode, our body's always tearing down. So like if you're living on coffee or waking up and rushing out of bed, getting your day started with stress hormones, your body never really gets a chance to recover. So I always recommend stuff like waking up maybe a half hour before you have to be somewhere so you can wake up gently. You don't have to rush and, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. All right, good, let's come on up. Oh. We're gonna go with a sit and reach. So many people have tight hamstrings, so we're gonna work on those hamstrings a bit. If you can't touch your toes, get to here. Just give it a gentle pull from the back of the leg, or if you're a little bit more flexible, you can go from here, or reach the toes, or reach the heels. Now, if you're struggling to even sit up straight here, you can take your hands behind your back and then push your body forward. Some people are very, very stiff. That's okay, but we try to work on it. That is okay. Good, let's go ahead and cross the legs. Big sweep up. Big dive forward. You hear me breathing deeply because I'm trying to slow my body down, calm the body down. Take your right hand out to the right. Left arm comes across the body. Oh, you should get a nice stretch to the outside of that left shoulder. And let's switch sides, taking it out the other way. And then let's flip it over to hands and knees for one more. We'll finish with a child's pose. We're gonna take the knees out wide, make some room for the rib cage, and then we're gonna sit back and in, taking the arms overhead, pressing your armpits towards the floor. Your shoelaces are facing the floor so your toes aren't underneath you, kind of stretching through the front of the ankles possibly. Sinking back and in, armpits are pressing down. Big breaths in and out, using your breath to help expand your rib cage and make this stretch a bit more powerful. Oh, great. That's it for today. Thank you for joining. Stay consistent, stay patient. Just keep showing up. I'll see you next time.